Hello, you guys. How you doing today? We're gonna be doing Persona 5: The Royal Review. This game came out like around at the end of March, and I'm really ready to get into it because, as you guys know, I was an avid fan of the first game, and I want to talk about all the revisions and just break this game down for you guys who don't know, because everybody that pretty much know me, they know I align with this game specifically, even though Persona 4 is my favorite game. And yeah, so let's talk about it. And let me give a disclaimer: I won't be spoiling things story wise. The only thing I would want to say to Persona 1 players that's still on the game or still going to it, the only thing you might be visually spoiled, if anything. And I'm trying to reduce that as possible. So don't worry about getting spoiled story wise. You just might see something and just don't even take it into account. But other than that, I really want to get into it. There's a lot of things I want to talk about this game. It was a long game, and for the most part, I've been doing damn near like 8-hour shifts on this game, like for like 12 days straight ever since the game came out. So I have a lot of thoughts and I really want to get into it. So for the pros, I just want to say the one thing I immediately noticed about Persona 5 The Royal is it has better optimization overall. So what I'm about to state is it's under umbrella of optimization. So basically, Persona is a time game, and they actually kind of make it better. The fact that they don't make you go to sleep every chance they get. That was a complaint like a lot of people had. Like they make you go to sleep every chance they got. You really could do none. And honestly, time is your friend in the game. So once they give you more time or more leeway to do things like boost your social stat, at the same time knocking out some tools or talking to somebody or living with your confidants, that was a big help. And I'm kind of glad that they changed that in the Royal. Just really better optimization. Now, what I will say is Mementos, the grinding dungeon in the game, they also made that better. This time they made it worth your while, other than getting missed personas. I put it like that. So that was another good optimization they had in there. Vanilla Mementos. It really didn't do it for me. You just go in there and do missions and just really hop out. But I can probably say you can grind, you can get lost in there, and really worth your time. Now, I really want to get into changes like boss battles and stuff like that. Each boss battle, they do add like a little bit of flair. And if it's your first time playing and you haven't played Persona 5, they will resonate with you more. So let me just say that. And even though I did play Persona 5 up and down to the sunrise, I got a platinum trophy on that. It was good and refreshing to see a new take on the boss battles and everything under that. And they do even the mini boss battles. They have new dialogue and voice acting, because I felt like the voice acting for me is a plus. So let me just say that, get out that way. But also for the Royal, they do have better storytelling for the most part. Like everything don't feel shoved in, or it's like you don't really be asking yourself questions like to the end of the story. So it's better storytelling. It don't feel rushed or shoved in, and that's just really my pros. And my first run, I did optimize and I did everything. From my knowledge, I got a platinum trophy on the Royal, so I really don't need to go back to it unless it's for YouTube purposes. And yeah, so that just lets you know how enjoyed I did of this game. But like every other game, I have to go to my cons. Also, I just want to say as a pro that it's very appreciated that how they knew to add new Showtime combos and character combos, stuff like that. It was very nice to see characters interact and different types of cutscenes inside battle. And also, before it slips my mind, I like how they added new mechanics for the overworld too, like ambushing and stuff like that. Because honestly, playing Persona 5, you actually just ambush a lot, and overall, it kind of didn't get challenging. But and from this standpoint, like with the grappling hook and all sorts of things, it made it more fun to move around in the overworld. So let me just say that before I forget. So with any other game, I do have to express my complaints with the game, and Persona 5 Royal is no different. So let me just get into it. When I played the whole game, like even though I did play Persona 5 front and back, I felt like there wasn't much of a difference as far as palaces wise, and the personas were really in the same. Like they didn't really like they kind of played musical chairs. Like I noticed they switching the personas around. Like from an in-game persona would be in the front or a middle, or a first like an easy persona would be in the back. And I didn't really like that because I was expecting to see a whole new ton of personas in the game, like monsters and stuff. And for the most part, I kind of hated that I didn't see that much of a difference till honestly late game you see a whole new bunch of shit, and actually even late game you still see the same shit. So it kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. So maybe it was just me, but I kind of see something new all out the game. And another thing is a lot of the new dialogue, it had a little impact on the story. Like even though it like I will say like boss battles and stuff like that had more detailed dialogue to get you in the feeling. Like maybe confidant dialogue, it didn't really do it for me. So, it really, like I said, just read the same shit from base Persona 5. And then last but not least, I found out and I code broke the game, and I noticed some of the DLCs on the disc. And what that means is that a lot of shit you're paying for is already on the game, so you're just basically paying for a lock. And if that's true, I'm gonna have to deduct points from that because that's kind of scummy, and they really shouldn't do that. Like, if you already think about putting it on there, then just keep it on there for free. I kind of hate that they charge you for something like that. And while I'm at it, some of the DLC is kind of pricey. Like, Atlas had a lot of criticism for base Persona 5, where somehow the DLC costs like $80, and for the Royal it costs like $60. Or like you want the whole package. That's a whole nother game right there. So they're gonna have to do something about that because that's just way too much. Way too much. But those are my complaints. Now let me give you my whole totality of thoughts. So here's the final rundown. Basically this game for me, it feels like falling in love with your first love again. And, it was a great ride and experience. I didn't even realize I was going to platinum this game, but I just said, hey, fuck it, let's do it in my first run because I know how many trophies I had. And let me just say, if you did not play Persona 5, or you're barely playing through it, or like you're maybe midway, if you choose to, you can pick up this game because there's little differences until like I said, post game. Just like it applies to Persona 4 Golden, Persona 3 Fest. A lot of the royal stuff isn't until the post game. So if you do not play Persona 5 yet, or you lagged and did not play it, you should go ahead and pick up Persona 5 the Royal and just go from there, because that's the definitive edition of Persona 5. And if you did play Persona 5, I would recommend you probably should wait maybe like until it's like $40 or less, just because, like I said, there's not big changes to the story until post game. So there you have it. And honestly, that's my thoughts on the game. I really loved it. I'm glad Alice actually blew my expectations out the water, and that's maybe because I'm a hardcore Persona 5 fan and Persona fan in general. And yeah, so check it out. $40 if you already played the original. Persona 5 is dirt cheap, but we should all flock to Persona 5 the Royal. And if you don't want to pick it up, that's fine. You kind of know some people that have strong stances on games feeling like they could have been DLC or anything like that. But from the story, how it played out, it could have been, I don't think it could have been a DLC, because they do stitch it together well. Just like I said in my pros, they don't feel boxed or rushed in. Everything's stitched together well in the story. So that's gonna be that. That's gonna be my video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Did you pay for it? Did you play it? Do you know what Persona 5 is? Did I put you onto it? Are you gonna check it out? And yeah, so that's basically about it. Also, before I go, check out my Reaper video. I did another solo Reaper run where I just fight the Reaper, one of the strongest shadows in the game, aka boss fights. And yeah, but that does contain spoilers. I try to not make a spoiler, but I just said fuck it. So I will only watch it unless you care about spoilers. Other than that, let me know what you think in the comments below. Check out my other channel, Alpha Gamer. We're gonna be back on that soon, and I'm gonna be playing Final Fantasy Remake. Other than that, it's Hydro at Alpha Omega. Have a good day. Goodbye.